Stories and Threads. My name's Kate. Hello if you're new here. Welcome back if you're joining us again. Today I am going to do a bit of an August in and out kind of thing. I have a pile next to me of new books that I pre-ordered special editions of that I am super eager to unbox. And now that I've finished rearranging my shelves, I just want to get them up with my other books. So I thought we would do that. Plus I have a whole heap of books that I think I have mentioned in other videos that I was considering unhauling from my collection. And I just thought we'd run through those quickly so that you could see what I was removing from my collection, especially after I did my rearrangement, what ones haven't made it back on the shelves. There aren't very many of those. I will iterate that. And like I said, I have pretty much mentioned all of these in the past, but I thought we'd just do a little succinct video, mainly so I could open my new special editions, but I thought this would be a good spot for that as well. Hopefully I don't look too rough. I'm about a week post-surgery when I'm filming this. It'll be a bit longer before this video actually goes up on the channel, but I just really want to open these packages and I just thought I can be slouchy and still do a video at the same time. So let's get into it. First off, I think we'll go through all of the books that are leaving my collection. So these will all be going to one of my friends, Sarah. She is in the process of making a little library that will go at the front of her house. And so she was looking for some books to pop into that. So some of these are full series that I think are just going to be great. They're all in really good condition. A couple of them I got one of them especially I got secondhand when I did my birthday shopping in March, and another one I got as a surprise read, which isn't in too bad nick. I just think I would rather buy the entire series, but we'll get into that one when we get to it. The first one that will be leaving my collection is Nevernight by J. Kristoff. I have tried this book and I just don't think that it's for me at all. I find it extremely weird that I don't like this book. One, I have really enjoyed the Illuminae Files by Amy Kaufman and J. Kristoff. I absolutely love them. I listen to them. I am so tempted to order the new Illumicrate special editions of them. However, I just think maybe I'm more Amy Kaufman's writing style than J. Kristoff's, because I have now since tried Nevernight and in Empire of the Vampire. What's it called? Yeah, and Empire of the Vampire, and not enjoyed either of them and DNF'd them both. And I did consider keeping this one around and giving it a go again, but I just, after now not enjoying Empire of the Vampire either, I just think unfortunately J. Kristoff writing on his own is not for me. If he does any more stuff with Amy Kaufman, hell yeah. But unfortunately, not for me. I love the cover though, and I really like the cover of the other two in this series specifically. So I'm a bit disappointed by that, but hopefully someone else is really going to enjoy this book and it will get taken pretty quickly from Sarah's little library. The next one that I am going to be giving Sarah is Arcane by Lynette Noni. And now this is not to say that this isn't a really good book. I very much enjoyed this series. I had a great time. I think I listened to all of it really quickly, gave them all 4 or 5 stars. It is a really good YA fantasy series with dragons and portals of time and a lot going on. I highly recommend checking out Lynette Noni if you haven't already. This copy though is a little bit beaten up. I got it in a blind date with a book, and I think I'd rather get special edition copies or a full set of the entire series, which is available, I think, from Big W for like $45 or something. I can get all of the books. And so I was already eyeing that off when I got this. So I'd rather, I think, buy the entire set than just the first one. But this is an excellent starting point for someone. And I think that this is just going to work really well in the little library. So I'm going to give that one to Sarah as well. But if you haven't checked out Lynette Noni or the Arcane books, which is the first one in the Medoran Chronicles, highly recommend. Definitely well worth your time. If you were watching, I'm pretty sure this was in last month's wrap up. I can't remember when I read it, but the next book I I did attempt to try and DNF'd it pretty early on, which I was shocked by because I have read a lot of other books from this author and really enjoyed them and never had an issue with her standalone kind of crime suspense ones. However, The Reef by Nora Roberts was not for me. I really like all of these covers and I really like how they all look on my shelves together lined up. So these are all the Piaticus books, and I think they've done a really good job of keeping her collection looking really good together. Considering how many books Nora Roberts has written, I am a bit more worried since trying this one and not enjoying it that there are more on my shelves of hers that were written in like the 90s that I'm not going to enjoy. And even the ones that she wrote from the 80s, I did have this idea that I would be able to read all of Nora Roberts' backlist eventually and really enjoy it. But in saying that as well, I have tried her JD Robb books and I don't like them either. So I'm of the camp where I prefer Nora Roberts to JD Robb. And at one point I owned all 20 of the first JD Robb in the JD Robb collection, which I unhauled and gave to the library and added those into the library collection. However, I had higher hopes and expectations for the standalone Nora Roberts. I love that they're each on different subject areas and she seems to have really looked into all of these cool jobs. So like fire chasers and search detectives, all these kind of cool things that I know nothing about. And I've really enjoyed a lot of the standalone crime ones that I have read from her. However, this one was not for me. So that one will be leaving my library and hopefully someone else will find it and really enjoy it. Next up, we have an author that is Australian that I was very eager to get to read at some point. I very much enjoyed her first series that I read of hers and didn't really realise that there was still a standalone novel that went with the original trilogy. That one I was slightly umming and ahhing about whether to get rid of, but since trying both of her other series recently, over the last couple of months, I just realised they're not for me anymore. So I will be removing all of the Trudy Canavan in the 2 series that I'd recently tried. So we got the Traitor Spy trilogy, which is these 3 books here. Now these are connected to the Black Magician series. They're set about 20 years after, but I don't know that it needed it. I was happy where that left off. Like I said, I've really enjoyed that series. Again, to the point where I'm considering buying special editions of that trilogy. I'm also going to be getting rid of the Age of the what, I think it's called? Age of Fives trilogy here that I tried. I think it was in May, June, I don't know. Whenever I tried it, again, wasn't for me. The one that I was umming and ahhing about was this standalone one that goes with the Black Magician trilogy. So I think this is considered a prequel to that one. But again, I just thought, no, I'm just going to stick with that original trilogy and how much I enjoyed that. And hopefully someone will really enjoy having all of Trudy Canavan's books on their shelves. They have been really nice to have on my shelves and look at, but I think I missed the boat with them. Maybe I should have tried them closer to when I bought them or when I was reading the Black Magicians as well, but not for me. And the last books that I will be removing from my collection are ones that I came across when I was doing my shelf rearrangement. I think I ended up pulling them out just before I started moving everything around because I was looking at my shelves and I was just like, I am never going to pick up the 3rd book in that trilogy. I did not think the writing was done well enough. I enjoyed the movies better and that is the Divergent series by Veronica Roth. Now, in saying that I didn't enjoy the writing very much, it hasn't necessarily put me off trying anything else from her. I have read Divergent and Insurgent, and it's just Allegiant that I have no intention of ever reading. One of my friends, I think, read it way back when these were huge and just said, you probably not, it's not worth it. And I did kind of listen to that. I was just, yeah, you know what? I enjoyed Divergent, but like I said, I enjoyed the movie better than the book. I had watched the movie before I read the book. Now that may have been a mistake, but I thought as well that the movie explained some stuff better than the book ended up explaining it when I read it. Again, Insurgent was okay, but it didn't leave me with having to know what happened in Allegiant. My original plan, I think, was to watch the movies and find out how it ended. That got scuppered when they tried to follow along with Hunger Games and split the last book into 2 movies, and it was completely unnecessary. I think they probably should have just finished off and stuck with a movie or book, and we could have seen how it ended, and I wouldn't necessarily be left hanging. Although if I was overly interested, I'd probably look it up and find out how it ended anyway. But those ones, although very nice covers, quite enjoy that. They will be going to the little library again, and hopefully some young adult will enjoy adding those to their collection. So that is all the books that are leaving my collection. Now let's open the books that are arriving. One I literally just picked up from the post office this morning. I do have a little pair of scissors here. So I have no idea what condition these are in. Hopefully they're okay. And I also can't remember what I ordered from Big W. So those are all pre-ordered special editions or deluxe editions. So they may not have necessarily like the sprayed edges from like our fairy loops or those kind of stuff. But they should hopefully be very pretty editions. This one I just bought off a resale. Hopefully it hasn't got too banged up. And we have Silver in the Bone by Alexandra Bracken. So this top got slightly burnt. Fortunately, it wasn't in any kind of wrapping. It was just in a padded bag. Yeah, so I probably would have preferred if she had bubble wrapped it, but that's okay. It's in okay condition. So this was a Fairy Loot Young Adult box from April 2023. And I haven't actually tried the Alexandra Bracken that I do own, which is the Darkest Mind series. But this one just looks so pretty. And look at those sprayed edges. Like, yes, please. So let's see what else. I really do think Fairy Loot do the best boxes and books. So with this, we have this lovely little postcard thing, and then this has a letter from the author on it. So that's an interesting way of doing it. Let's have a look at the so on this one there's no reverse on the jacket cover, so I'll show you. That's the jacket cover just there, but the reverse is just blank. The book is slightly beaten up on the top, which is a little bit annoying, but this is the naked hardcover, and then the end papers. So they're very cool. Oh, he's got some kind of tattoo or birthmark or something there on his face. So that'll be interesting. Happy with that, but those edges, oh my god. Let's see what this one's about. It says, Tamsin Lark is a hollower, breaking into an ancient crypt of dark sorcerers in search of the treasures inside. Now rumours are swirling about the powerful ring from Arthurian legend, a ring that could free her brother Cable from a curse, but they aren't the only ones who covered it. As word spreads, greedy hollowers start circling, and many would kill to have the ring for themselves. Tamsin is forced into an alliance with a rival Emrys, the last person she wanted to rely on. Together they dive headfirst into the viper's nest of dark magic and expose a deadly secret with the power to awaken ghosts of the past and shatter her last hope of saving her brother. Driven by love and revenge and pure adrenaline, this is a stunning new novel from one of top fantasy authors writing today. Hopefully that's really good. You can't notice the top of the spine too much, and I really do like that cover. I think it's going to be great. Like, look at that end. Randomly, it doesn't tell you the name on the spine, so that's interesting. But I'll be displaying it that way anyway. So that's going to look good with my Fairy Loot book, so I'm eager to get that one on my shelf. Let's see what the next one is. This one's a chunker. I might be able to rip it. No, I'll cut it. I might be able to rip it, but I'll cut it with scissors. That's probably the one thing that would be better is if they had some kind of rip tag on these. Again, these are padded like book bags, so hopefully the books inside are okay. The post service isn't, oh, yay. So we have Quicksilver by Callie Hart. So this is the new deluxe edition. And it says on the back, be careful of the deals you make, dear child. The devil is in the details. And so we have silver, shiny sprayed edges. They're gorgeous. That actually looks a lot prettier in person than I thought it did on. Oh, and it is kind of a reverse dust jacket. So you could have it with the white kind of bluish color, or then the black and bluish. That's really cool. I didn't realize they were doing a reverse dust jacket. That's cool. And then the naked hardback has this cool snowflake Quicksilver. That is awesome. And the end papers. Wow. That's a really nice addition. I am happy with that. Or even just like graphic on the inside. That's so pretty. They're a pretty map as well. There is. I'm really happy with that. I have also pre-ordered Brimstone in this special edition set. I think that's not coming out till November though. So that is going to look great. Now I still have not read Quicksilver, but I am hoping I am really going to like it. And I am really happy with that edition. That is pretty. It didn't look that appealing online when I was pre-ordering it. And I was like, should I get it? I don't know. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. That's going to look really good on the shelf. All right, let's get into the next one. Again, no idea what any of these are. I cannot remember what I ordered. I have no idea what's come out. Some of these I ordered back in like January, I swear. It's taken them that long. And so many I keep getting like notices to say that they pushed back the release date. And so I'm so lost as to what's coming out when. So let's see what this one is. Ah, cool. We have the Rag Picker King by Cassandra Clare. So this one should match the special edition that I have of the Sword Catcher. Sorry, completely forgot what the first one was called. Open it up and we'll have a look at the cover together. So that's just the jacket cover. There's nothing on the other side. Those sprayed edges are pretty cool though, with the bird and the thing. And then the naked hardcover, it's just got the foiling on the spine. Let's see what the end paper's like. Oh, we had a pretty map on those end papers. So the same on the back. Slightly different. I think it's the other edge of the map. So that's very cool. This is the second book in this series. Again, I haven't read any of this particular series, but I did really enjoy the other Cassandra Clare that I have read, The Mortal Instruments. I still haven't finished that series, so I'm very behind. And I'm very glad that I started my YouTube channel because it is making me read so many more books that I've been putting off for so long. But really happy to have this one, and I think it's going to look really good next to the other one. So we've got the Rag Picker King. Let's get into it. Book number 4. I wonder if this one might just let me rip it. Okay, which way does it go? I reckon it goes this way. If I could get it out at all. It's stuck. Coming. What do we got? Ah, Carissa Broadbent. So, Slaying the Vampire Conqueror. Oh my god, look at those sprayed edges. That is cool. So this is, I think, the deluxe edition of Slaying the Vampire Conqueror. And, oh yeah, that's pretty. Okay, show it off, Kate. So, spine, and then the back. And then our awesome sprayed edges on that side. And then it's just black on the top and the bottom. Let's have a look at the naked hardcover. Again, the back of the jacket is plain, but that is pretty. And then on the back there it says, "To think I let such a dangerous creature sleep beside me every night." There is no end paper art on these ones at all. And that's about it. We do have an old kind of looking map in that. That's going to look really good up with my other Crowns of Nyaxia special editions up there. So happy with that. It's going to look great. Very eager to get to those. I have the first one on my Our Fantasy bingo board, so hopefully that will come up soon and I can start that series. Book number 5. Let's get into it. Again, well, let me rip it. Yes. Alright. Which way do you go? You do know. Let's just see. Where do we go? Fearless. So this should be the deluxe edition of Fearless by Lauren Roberts. Says on the back, "Forever my undoing." So no sprayed edges on these ones, but I'm hoping that the jacket cover itself, like the naked jacket, is the spectacle. We'll see. So let's have a look at the full, and then there is another cover on the back of this one, which is very pretty. It's pretty. And then we have a very pale pink. I don't know if that's coming across, but it's a pale pink with silver foiling, sorry. We have Fearless, and then again on the back, it says "Forever my undoing." It is seriously pretty. We get a map on the inside end papers. Now pink's I'm never gonna say pink's my favorite color. There is that. But I don't mind this one. I just wanted them to match my other editions that I have. So I have the whole series in these deluxe hardback editions now. And I will keep an eye out for Fearful, the little novella that's coming out. So there's a map in the front of this one as well. And I'm hoping that I will get to this sometime soon. But that is our 5th book there. So I'm happy that that's rounded off that collection. Book 6, last but hopefully not the least, is it's feeling fairly chunky. And I get into the bag is the question. Coming away. All right, what have we got? Can I even remember? Yes, The Games Gods Play by Abigail Owen. My jacket's got a bit crease down the bottom there. That's a little annoying. That's okay. Got the back and the spine. Again, nothing on the reverse dust jacket of these ones. So that one's empty. But the naked hardcover has this bridge symbol on it. And then I like the blue foiling. Nothing on the back. These sprayed edges as well. That is super pretty. Again, I have already pre-ordered the 2nd book in this style as well. So that will look great. Inside end papers. That is pretty. And I think that's the same. Yeah, same picture on the other side. So that's really pretty. Let's see if there's anything else in the front. Not overly, but happy with that. A bit disappointed that the jacket cover got slightly damaged, but not too bad. And those sprayed edges are gonna look so pretty on my shelves. So really happy with that one. Okay, so that's it. So I think I am removing 3, 4, 5, 6, 13 books from my library, which is awesome, but adding 6 awesome new ones. And really happy with all of these additions, some with sprayed edges, some without. But I think they're going to just look really great on my shelves. Loving the silver in the bow. The first one that we undid that I got, they're really heavy, sorry. Really happy with all of those. Can't wait to pop them on my shelves, which I will do now. After adding them into my library spreadsheet, that is, which I have been very much attempting to keep up to date. Have you bought anything new? What have you got rid of from your shelves? Feel free to let me know down below. I'm loving just adding to my collection. I think it's so much fun, and trying to find good deals and specials and keeping an eye out for those kind of things has just been a lot of fun as well. I'm hoping that your collections are coming along as well as you would hope. I'd love to see some photos of your libraries. I think that's so much fun. Feel free to leave those down in the comments below, and I just hope that you are enjoying your reading as much as I am at the moment. If you would like to, please feel free to subscribe. I release a video once a week. I'd love to have you as part of the community and chat with you in the comments down below about all things books. If you'd like to, please feel free to follow me over on Goodreads, Storygraph and Instagram. I've left the links to those in the description down below. And I just hope that wherever you are having a really wonderful day. And we'll see you next time. Bye.